Hey guys, welcome back to Kids for Code. Today we will be talking about variable manipulation and user input. Manipulating means changing our variables. We will do this all the time in our programs. Here's an example. We have the statement age equals 10. But what if today was our birthday? What if we wanted to update our age to be 1 year older? Well, we take that statement and add another. Age equals age plus 1. It takes the pre-existing value of age, which is 10, and adds 1 to it, making it 11. You can use other math operators other than addition, such as subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. There are also shortcuts you can use. You can use age plus equals 1 to do the same exact thing as age equals age plus 1. Here's some basic math operators. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. For advanced math operators, we have exponents, floor division, and modulus. And here is an example in Python. So we have a, which equals 5, and b equals 2. So addition is a plus b, subtraction equals a minus b, multiplication equals a times b, division equals a divided by b. So addition equals 7, subtraction equals 3, multiplication equals 10, and division equals 2.5. Exponent equals a to the power of b. Floor division equals a divided by b, but it's different than normal division. Modulus equals a modulus b. So exponent would equal 25, or 5 to the second power. Floor division would equal 2. You might think that this is rounded, but it's slightly different. If it was rounded, then instead of 2.5, 5 divided by 2 would equal 3. But floor division, we just get rid of the decimal. And for modulus, the answer is 1. And this is because 5 divided by 2 equals 2 with the remainder of 1. That remainder is the answer to 5 modulus 2. So 5 modulus 2 equals 1. And now I will show you a demo in PyCharm. Okay, so we're going to start by making an integer called num1, and we'll make it equal to 12. Next, we're going to make a float, and we're going to call it num2, and we're going to make it equal to 2.5. So we're going to use a print statement for mathematical operators. So I want to print num1 times num2, the value of that. So what I do is I write num1 times num2. When I print it out to the console, it will say 30.0. Now 12 times 2.5 equals 30, but since you're multiplying an integer and a float, the result will always be a float. That is why it's 30.0 instead of 30. And note that you can multiply them within the print statement, and when you do this, the value of num2 and num1 are not changed. But if we wanted to change the value of num1, we could do it like this. So I could go num1 equals num1 plus 10. Then I'm going to print that out to the console to make sure that the value was changed correctly. So I'm going to run it again. And this time, the second thing printed out is 22. And the reason why we get 22 is because num1 equal 12. But then the statement that comes afterward has num1 equal num1 plus 10. So it takes the value of 12 and adds 10 to it, making it 22. Now I will show you some information about user input. Now I will talk about user input and string concatenation. We briefly mentioned this subject in our print statement lesson, but concatenation is a fancy word for combining two strings together. We can do this by simply combining two strings with a plus sign. So hi plus there, it will just, in a print statement, it would print out hi there. And if you want to write the same string multiple times and you don't want to have to write it again and again and again, you can just do hello times 6. However, when you use the plus sign to combine values, it only works for strings. If you try and do this with integers or floats, an error will occur. This is because the compiler is trying to mathematically add a number and a word, which you actually can't do. Because you can't add 6 and hello. That doesn't make sense. So if you want to print out a string variable with a boolean or an integer or a float in the same print statement, you can use one of two methods. You can use a comma instead of a plus sign, which will automatically add a space between the two values. So when it prints out I'm, there will be a space, then 17, another space, and then years old. So it prints out I'm 17 years old, and the spacing is correct. Or you could typecast your int, float, or boolean to a string. You could place the non-string value inside the parentheses of the statement str, for short for string. And here's an example of it. So you got print I'm plus string 17 plus years old. Notice how there's spaces at the end of at the end of I'm, and before years old. This is because when you use pluses, it doesn't automatically add a space, so you have to space it out in your quotation marks and not through the variable. Now when we talk about the len function, we use the len function to get the length of a string. You can put the string inside len to get the string's length. If you see in this example, there's class name, which equals Python. Then we make another variable, which is equal to the length of class name. When we print this out and concatenate it to make sure that it is spaced out properly, it will print out word length is 6. It returns an integer. This is because the length of a word is an integer, not a string or a boolean or a float. And remember that since it's an integer, we have to concatenate if we're going to be using it with a string. User input. We can get input from the keyboard by typing into our program. We will do this with the input method. So if you see here, there's a print statement that asks, what is your favorite class? Then a variable that equals input. So what happens is this print statement will show up on the console, and then there will be a cursor will appear, and then you can type it in. Then there's another print statement here, and it prints out your favorite class is plus whatever the input was. So if you typed in math, like in this example, it will say your favorite class is math. Alternatively, you can combine this print statement and the variable declaration, name equals input, in something where you go name equals input, what is your favorite class? And then you can print out your favorite classes plus name. And then you will get the same result except for one tiny difference. Your user input is entered on a different line when you separate name equals input and the print statement. But if you don't separate them, then the input and the print statement will be on the same line. I will now show you a demo in PyCharm. Here's the demo for user input. So I'm going to start by asking for the person's name. And to do this, I'm actually going to combine my declaration of the variable and my print state. So I'm going to say name equals input. And then I'm going to have my parentheses, quotation marks, what is your name? Always remember spacing because that affects where your input is put. Because if you don't have this space, the variable will be right next to the question mark and there will be no spaces in between. This is also important to watch out for when you're concatenating with strings. So I have the statement name equals input. What is your name? Then I'm going to make another one that asks for your age. And since it's an integer and not a string, I actually have to do something different. Now this difference applies if you're using a Boolean integer or float. So before I type in input, I have to say int parentheses input to let the computer know that I'm taking input as an int. And you do the same thing with floats and booleans, except instead of writing int, you'd write float or bool, depending on what you're using. And then you continue like normally after adding int before, then you just make more parentheses and then have your print statement inside. And this time I'm going to ask, what is your age? Now I'm going to have a statement that tells the user the information that the user gave to us. So we're going to combine stuff or concatenate a string and an integer. The string is name and the integer is age. Start with your name is, and I'm going to try something here and see if it works. Your name is plus, and then we're going to add name plus, and you are plus age plus quotation marks years old. So what this is supposed to do is print out your name is plus your name plus you and you are your age years old. So if my name was George and I was 10 years old, it'd print your name is George and you are 10 years old. At least it should anyway. But when I run it, I'm going to enter my name, Calvin, my age, 14. What happens is an error because you cannot use a plus sign for integers without typecasting the integer to a string. But to fix this, I don't have to typecast the integer age to a string. I can also instead use commas. I'm going to show you that now. But since these commas automatically add a space, I don't have to worry about spacing anymore. So I can delete these spaces in the print statement portion of the print statement. So then I will delete these plus signs and I will run it. So what happens is I enter my name, I enter my age, and it will print out your name is Calvin and you are 14 years old. But let's say I want to use plus signs. So for this one, I'd have to use spaces inside of the quotation marks to make sure that my print statement is formatted properly. So now I replace the comma with a plus sign, and then I use str. Then I surround age in parentheses. This prints out age as a string instead of as an integer, allowing you to use plus signs. So now I'm going to try it, and I made sure that I spaced out the words in quotation marks. Now I will run it again. Type in my name. And my age. And it responds, your name is Calvin and you are 14 years old. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot about user input and variable manipulation. And hope you have a great day. Goodbye.